I'm the kind of person that when I come into something new, I just go jump in with both my feet. And that strategy has worked really well for me at times, especially when I had my very first day to go to a Chinese market. In 1999, my husband accepted a position at a university in mainland China. So our whole family, our 1-year-old, 3-year-old, and husband and I, we got on a plane to Beijing. And now this is before the really nice Beijing airport. This is an airport where when we pulled up, we did not go up to the building. The plane landed and we were out there on the tarmac, and bicycles came up to the plane and guys would service it, and this big guy on a 3-wheel bicycle had a trailer full of suitcases, and we had to climb down these stairs and walk across that tarmac ourselves and onto a bus that took us on in to get processed, and it was just a different place. So we took our overnight train to central China and got to our host school, and the foreign affairs officer showed us our apartment. And she was very careful to point out that they went to great pains to give us this Western toilet, which for some reason was mounted on a platform about 10 inches high and was more of a throne, which I needed a stool so our 3-year-old could use. But hey, we were there. We were ready to go. Until after a couple days, that throne got plugged. Then I knew I would have to just jump in with both feet into the market and find myself a plunger. Looked into my trusty Chinese English dictionary, and plunger wasn't in there. So plan B of my culture training says you need to act out what you don't know how to say. So I grabbed the baby, put him in the stroller, got the 3-year-old, and we went off to the market. Now mind you, this is China. Everywhere you look is Chinese characters. Everyone's staring at you. You're the only one that looked like this. Not at all like them. And if you try to communicate, it would be just really difficult. So off I go. I go down this alleyway and these little stalls of market shop people, and I find one that has hardware looking items, and I go up to the lady there and I ask her in my very carefully rehearsed Chinese, "Yo may yo," which means do you have? And I pumped my hands up and down because I didn't know how to say plunger. She just looked at me, and I tried again, "Yo may yo." She went to the back and dug out something and brought it to me. It was a bicycle tire pump. So I knew I had to do some more acting out. So this time I put my hand out, gave it a crank, and said, "Whoosh, yo may yo." This time her husband overheard, and he came out to help, and he thought he knew it. So he handed me a mop. When I told him it wasn't the right thing, I decided I was really going to have to act this out. But unbeknownst to me, behind me was a crowd forming. So I put my finger in the air and drew a circle, and then I proceeded to sit on the circle and stand up, give it the whoosh and a yo mate yo, at what point everyone started laughing, and the lady said Yona, which means I have it, and she grabbed my hand and dragged me through the market, my little 3-year-old pushing the stroller with the baby behind us, trying to keep up, and down the end and around the corner, there was this little plumber shop, this little stall, and the guy vigorously talks back and forth and with the lady, and he pulls out a plunger, and I look at it and I say "Dway," which means right. So we negotiate the deal, and I make that purchase, my prize, and I'm walking down the little alleyway, and everyone's kind of waving at me, and I'm just kind of waving my prize, and I get back home, put that little prize to work, and sure enough, the throne is back in service. So just want you to know, if you ever try this to jump in with both feet, better make sure the lid is up.